Kyle Larson injury update. What does it mean for the Miami Heat? The Miami Heat have announced that second-year guard forward Kyle Larson has been diagnosed with a left ankle sprain following an MRI. The team expects him to miss about a week while they monitor his response to treatment. Fortunately, it wasn't the worst-case scenario that many feared, but anytime a player goes down, it raises questions about how the team will adapt. Larson rolled his ankle during the second quarter of the Heat's recent loss to the Orlando Magic and did not return to the game. In the 23 games he's played this season, he's averaging 9 points, 3.3 assists, and 2.5 rebounds per game. His shooting numbers are decent as well, 44.4% from the field and 33.8% from beyond the arc. He has also shown a knack for finishing around the rim, converting 72% of his shots within 5 feet. While his numbers might not jump off the page, Larson has become an essential part of the Heat's rotation. It's worth noting that he started 17 of those 23 games and has been impactful in his role, especially after impressing as a rookie. His physical defense and ability to drive to the basket have helped fill some gaps in the Heat's lineup, particularly with Tyler Herro recently returning from injury. Larson's stats have improved across the board when he starts, averaging 11.1 points, 4.2 rebounds, and 3.1 assists while shooting 47% from the field. His contributions have helped the Heat outscore opponents by 2.38 points per 100 possessions when he's on the floor. That's a significant boost, especially considering how competitive the Eastern Conference is this season. As fans, we have to wonder how this injury will affect the Heat's upcoming schedule, which includes 5 games in the next 2 weeks. Will the team be able to maintain its momentum? How will they adjust their rotation in Larson's absence? This could be a crucial stretch for the team, and every game counts as they look to solidify their standing. What do you think? Are you confident in the Heat's ability to adapt without Larson? Comment "Go Miami Heat" below and let us know your thoughts. Also, drop your city and how you feel about the Heat's chances in the comments. Let's keep the conversation going. Miami Heat in a slump. Is it time for a major shakeup? The Miami Heat started the season strong, even breaking into the top 4 of the Eastern Conference. But unfortunately, things have taken a turn for the worse, with the team currently on a 4-game losing streak. Their latest setback came against the Orlando Magic in the semifinals of the NBA Cup, where they struggled immensely, shooting just 24.2% from beyond the arc. This has dropped them back to the play-in spot, sitting precariously in 8th place. As fans, we can't help but wonder what went wrong. Comment "Go Miami Heat" in the comments. One glaring issue during this slump has been the performance of Kel'el Ware. He had a promising start to the season, but over the last 3 games, he has managed to score only 13 points combined. It's tough to watch a player with so much potential struggle like this. What do you think the coaching staff should do to get him back on track? Should they consider giving him more time on the court to regain his confidence? Or is it time to shake things up? Jamie Jaquez Jr. is also feeling the heat, and not in a good way. Besides his standout game against the Sacramento Kings, where he dropped 27 points, his production has been less than stellar. Brian Windhorst brought up an interesting point, suggesting that Tyler Herro's return might be affecting the rhythm and mojo of both Ware and Jaquez. The sudden shift in roles can certainly throw off the chemistry, but how can the Heat find a balance that works for everyone? As we watch the Heat struggle, the conversation inevitably shifts to potential trades. Giannis Antetokounmpo's name has come up frequently, and while he hasn't officially requested a trade, the speculation is tantalizing. Miami has been eyeing Giannis for some time now, and with the right trade package, perhaps including Herro and Ware, they could make a bold move to shake things up. Would you be willing to part ways with promising players for a shot as superstar? Let's hear your thoughts. It's frustrating to see our beloved Heat falter like this, especially with the potential they've shown earlier in the season. Should the focus be on making a big trade to turn things around, or should the team stick it out and find a way to work with the current roster? Share your opinions in the comments below, and let us know where you're from and your thoughts on the Miami Heat's current situation. Tyler Herro's road to recovery. A mixed bag for the Miami Heat. As Miami Heat fans, we've been eagerly waiting for Tyler Herro to make a full comeback after his off-season foot surgery. And while he's managed to play 6 games this season, The results have been a bit of a roller coaster. Currently, the Heat hold a 3-3 record with Harrow on the court, and he's averaging 23.2 points per game. You'd think this would be a cause for celebration, but it seems there's more to the story. Let's get straight to it. Brian Windhorst has thrown some interesting thoughts into the mix. He suggests that Harrow's return has disrupted the rhythm of two younger players, Kel'el Ware and Jamie Jaquez Jr. These guys were really stepping up before Harrow came back, and now it seems like they've lost a bit of their spark. Fans, do you agree? Is Harrow's return overshadowing the contributions of these emerging stars? Comment "Go Miami Heat" if you believe in our young talent. The issue might not just be Harrow himself, but also how defenses are adjusting to the Heat. They're countering our style with size and aggressive full-court pressure, which has limited our transition game. The frustrations are palpable, especially after we're only clocked in 12 minutes against the Magic. With Bam Adebayo and Ware on the floor together, we should be seeing more production, right? And let's not forget about Jaquez Jr., who has really taken a hit since Harrow's return. After leading his own second unit, his role has decreased significantly. It's a tough spot, and you have to wonder if the coaching staff is doing enough to adapt. What do you think, Heat fans? Should we be staggering Harrow's minutes differently to keep our bench players involved? It's also crucial to remember that this isn't all on Harrow. The bench unit has been in a steady decline, with players like Simone Fontecchio struggling to find their rhythm, and Nikola Jovic has disappeared from the rotation entirely. Injuries and inconsistent performances are making matters worse, and it feels like a perfect storm of challenges. Dan Lubatard chimed in, calling this a disaster scenario for Harrow and the Heat. He points out that in the last 6 games, the Heat have lost 5, and it feels like the excitement of an explosive offense has vanished since Harrow's return. While it's true that he missed 2 of those games, the overall offensive flow has taken a significant hit. Fans, do you feel like we've lost our identity as a high-scoring team? The offense has turned into a one-on-one showcase, and it's clear that the initial team chemistry is struggling. Everyone seems to be trying too hard to adjust, forgetting that they're working alongside a former 25 points per game scorer. The Heat need to take a hard look in the mirror and recognize that they can't just revert to what worked before. This is a new dynamic with new challenges. Rather than pointing fingers, it's time for the team to find solutions. Let's get back to the drawing board and spread the love around, ensuring everyone gets their fair share of the scoring pie. What do you think, Miami fans? What changes would you like to see to get our Heat back on track? Comment below with your thoughts, and let us know where you're cheering from. We want to hear from you.